And welcome back to Who Would Win? Today's Who Would Win comes to us from E.T. Ghost OG, if I got that name right. Who asked the question, who would win a fight? Not the anti-Shazam, but the antagonistic Shazam and Black Adam versus the Planet Eater Moro from Dragon Ball Super. I assume this is the Moro you were talking about, not Ghost Ninja Moro from Ninjago. And if that was who you were talking about, well, I'm sorry to say that this is the one I'm doing, and that would be in a speedrun video. So, yeah, Black Adam, he is Shazam. By all accounts, he's Shazam. His powers are derived from different gods, but he is more or less Shazam. He draws unliving lightning. He has he's super magically enhanced in terms of his physicality, going toe-to-toe with some of the heavier hitters in the DC universe. If I remember correctly, it's like because Shazam's is the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the speed of Atlas, the lightning of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and was it the speed of Mercury? One second here. Let's just get Black Adam up again real quick. Black Adam, just so I say that because all of his powers are an acronym in the Shazam name. So let's see here. Black Adam, where are you? Oh, there we go. Black Adam. What exactly was his power again? He apparently his powers were received by the wizard Shazam, but it was through the Egyptian gods. So he is, let's see here now. For him, it goes the speed of Horus, and it's the speed of Horus in his case, the stamina of Shu, the strength of Amun, the wisdom of Zehuti, the power of Aten, the courage of Mehen, and the courage of Mehen. Shazam, I can't remember what the M was for him there. I don't think Mars. It was like the courage of the strength of Mars or stamina of Mars, something like that. That's what it was. Point being, though, he has all the superhuman abilities that those gods allow him, from superhuman strength, durability, stamina, electrokinesis, energy transferring. He's capable of recharging Flesh's powers at one point. He does have magic, but it's not really like he casts magic spells per se, although in a state here he kind of can. He uses blood. What does it say here now? I hate when it does that. He used the blood of a magical creature in order to gain insight on where Billy Batson was located. He has a psychic link with his ancestors, power distribution, but really that doesn't really do much beyond that. So it was the speed of Mercury. What was the strength of Hercules, Atlas? Anyway. A courage of Achilles. That's what it was. It was Achilles. And for Shazam. Anyway, point being, he's immensely powerful, capable of going toe-to-toe with some of the heavier hitters. Not the heaviest of hitters. No. He's not that strong. Superman, for example, he can go toe-to-toe with, but Superman ultimately does still win the fight. Shazam, he's like roughly even with Shazam, like almost to the T. But once you get into the higher level fighters that who aren't just straight planetary, because he is more or less planetary to high planetary, but to like solar system level, which is powerful. It is powerful, but the problem is that's like Black Adam at his peak, and against some other DC heavy hitters, that's just not enough. That said, Moro is I believe he's a 10 million year old evil wizard who is basically the Galactus of his universe, the Galactus of Dragon Ball Z, because he would go around stealing the energy and life force of planets, the individuals living on those planets, and consume it and reserve this power for himself and extend his lifespan. He is a master of manipulating life energy through magic, meaning he can actually manipulate the powers of a planet, or not the powers, but manipulate the facets of a planet himself, including manipulating magma, the plant life. He can steal power from other individuals. When he fought against Vegeta, he stole so much of Vegeta's power that Vegeta couldn't go into Super Saiyan Blue. He literally had too much of his energy stolen. He is old, but he's experienced. He's wise. He has basically a fighting style where he is in a complete relaxed state almost all the time, except when he actually has to fight and react. And at that point, he unleashes 100% of his abilities, 100% of his power in that one go. Very powerful technique, except when you're going up against someone faster than you, or arguably more skilled. Moro is a master of, like I say, magic. He is a capable fighter, but he is a magician, or he's a wizard first and foremost. He can literally steal the life force of an entire planet and just consume it for himself. This extends his lifespan. It basically gives him extra power, increases his strength beyond to the point where he gets his peak, to a point where he gets back to his original peak. Beyond that, he can also steal the powers of individuals. This came about when he actually stole the energy of a cyborg, if I'm not mistaken, who could copy the abilities of others. And this gained him the ability to do so. In essence, he theoretically can copy any ability that that individual had, in theory. This allowed him to absorb even more individuals, to turn from this old goat man into a very, honestly, a kind of Piccolo Boo-looking goat man version of himself. Extremely powerful. He even absorbed the power of an angel, which is nuts. Moro, though, is not infallible. He is ultimately defeated because he's never Goku actually points out once he starts taking the advantage in the fight, Moro's never actually trained a day in his life. Moro also eventually hit a point where he ended up gaining more weaknesses than he initially had. And so they targeted one of the specific weaknesses, the gem on his forehead, cracked and destroyed it, and ultimately were able to kill and defeat him. Moro also, depending on where we see him in the fight, might get cleaved, not cleaved, but might just get completely wasted by an opponent if he's starting out in a weakened state. It takes time for him to get that energy back. He's as dangerous as he is. He's not a serious depending on who you're fighting. Like to Vegeta and Goku, he really wasn't a serious threat when they were going into Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God forms when they first met him. But once he started getting more power and energy, his magic was starting to return. That's when he became a true threat. So who wins in the fight here? Well, this all just comes down, in my opinion, to when they fight. If we're looking at, say, peak Moro and beyond, like when he absorbs the energy of other individuals and gets the ability to steal energy or steal abilities, then Black Adam's screwed, because at that point he's competing with universal plus multiversal level individuals like Goku and Vegeta. So at that point it's no contest. But if we're, say, Moro comes to Earth and he just happens to wind up in, I can't remember Black Adam's home's name. What was the name of it again? Hold on. What was the name of his hometown? What was the name of his home? Yes. Nile, part of the Kandari tribe or Kendaji tribe. Is it Kandar? Is that what I'm thinking the name is? I know that apparently he was in Egypt for a while, but that has changed. Okay. Yeah, Kandar or Kendak. Well, it's Khan and then DAQ. I want to say technically it's Kandar, not Dar. Kendak, Hansel. Regardless, let's say that Moro shows up there and starts, taking out individuals, stealing life force. Black Adam shows up and threatens him, saying that you are not welcome in my country. Leave now, and you might live. Like, oh dear, you're bustling with anger, aren't you? And I don't know. They haven't dubbed this arc yet, so I don't know what his voices sound like. I imagine it could be something a little bit like this, but if you want to add the goat aspect in there, it could be something a little more like this. Yes. You're just a bustling, strong young man, aren't you? Like maybe he has a bit of a goat laugh to him too. So much violence, so much energy. So much life. Life of something more than mortals. Life of a god, perhaps? It's like, get out of here! And he just fires lightning at him. And Moro initially has to avoid it, but he quickly takes the lightning and just, oh yes, that will do just nicely. And just takes off the robe. And they're going toe to toe. Now, Black Adam's initially going to hold the power advantage, but the problem here is that this is a fight of attrition, which, because Moro is still capable of going, even in his weakened form, against Super Saiyan Vegeta, who has still been God enhanced in his base, this means that Black Adam has to knock him out cold or kill him outright from the beginning. It's got to be like in the first couple minutes of the fight, because otherwise the fight continues. He's draining the energy from Black Adam. He's draining the energy from the landscape. He starts to manipulate the landscape with his magic. It's like, yeah, I see. That's what it is. It's magic. The magic, strong magic of something I'm not familiar with. But no, but still. Nothing I've never seen before. There's just strips. Honestly, you could arguably strip the power straight out of Teth Adam, and then he just tries to Shazam, Shazam. He just cries it. And maybe his voice changes from going a little bit more old to a bit more like this. It's like, oh, so this is the power you had. Interesting. Not that I'd ever used this, but I'm curious. What was the word you used? And just suddenly appears. Oh, yes. Shazam. Just now then, there's still so much more planet to feed on. And so, or something like that. Either way, the problem, it's not that DC is weaker than Dragon Ball. I want to make that very clear. It's the fact that this DC character just happens to be weaker than most Dragon Ball Super characters, particularly main arc villains. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think Black Adam will get pretty stomped in this fight. The only chance he has is early in the fight, and even then he's got to come in fast, hard, and either literally take his head off, blast his head off, or knock him out minimum. Otherwise, yeah, it's not going to go well. But I digress. Who do you got in this fight? Let me know. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.